Hey beach, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? What's up? So today we're going to be getting ready for, let's be real, absolutely nothing. But I am going to film a lot of you guys was it my last video or the video before? I don't know. Y'all know I never know. A lot of you guys wanted to see my landscaping, and my last video, I think it was, I was like, oh, I will film my landscaping as soon as I'm done filming this video. And what happened was somebody hit a gas line across the street from me, so there's all these people out, and I was like, okay, bitch, I'm not about to go outside and talk to absolutely nobody in front of 12 people. I just can't. My cheeks are really red today, and I don't know if it's sunburn or I've just had entirely too much coffee. I'm not really sure yet. So, today I'm gonna do, lately I've been doing this, I wouldn't even call it a smoky eye, or maybe I'll call it summer smoky eye or something like that. MAC face&body. I'm in the color C4 if you guys are interested. But I've been doing this real super light makeup because I've been in the sun so much and I've been tanning. My freckles are kind of starting to come back a little bit. Let's be real, I'm probably just gonna burn them all off with chemical peels once fall gets here, because I don't do chemical peels in the summer, and neither should you, because it is not good for your skin to peel it all off and have fresh new baby skin and then go up in the sun and try to catch you some cancer. Don't do it, girl, please. Just don't. Anyway, I've been doing this super, super light makeup look, barely any coverage, and kind of like a smoky eye. I'll basically just use a shadow and dust it all over my eye. But something that I have realized the other day was I never, ever, ever, because I have hooded eyes, I never, ever, ever wear dark colors on my lid. So I was like, let me just try it out. We were going to a fair or festival or something. I was like, let me just try it out. And I have really liked it. So that is what I'm going to do for my makeup today, if you care. That's what we're here for, right? That's what you do. I think I'm going to put just a little bit more. I got the Big Daddy on my forehead because for some reason, I don't tan my face when I go in the tanning bed. So what I do, I usually go in the tanning bed. I do a stand-up bed for 10 or 11 minutes or something like that, and I don't go very often. I go once or twice a week. But I am out in the sun a lot because we've been doing a shit ton of stuff to our yard and stuff. And we've been, I don't know, just outside. It's fucking summer. I live in Ohio, okay? I want to be outside all the time, even though it's 112 degrees. But I fuck with that 112 degrees. I love the heat. The hotter and more humid and muggy it is, the better. I think I was meant to live in a very hot, humid state, like the Bahamas or something like that. That's I was just meant to live there. Let's be real. For some reason, my forehead never seems to do anything what my face does. I get in the tanning bed and I put this is so stupid. Before I go in the tanning bed, I put 100 SPF sunblock on my face, and then I will let the tan stuff hit my face, the bulbs, the light, whatever you want to call it. I'll let it hit my face for 2 to 5 minutes, and then I'll put a towel on my head, and then that's it. That's all I do, because I'm oh my god, I don't want wrinkles. I don't want skin things. I just want my face to match my body a little bit. That's why I stopped self-tanning, because I cannot deal, I don't tan my face. I don't put self-tanner on my face because it makes me break out, but I can't deal with the ghostly white face and then this super crazy tanned body. I used to get so crazy with the self-tanner, girl, I just could not get dark enough ever, no matter what I use. And I use the darkest of the dark shit. I look back at old videos and I'm bitch, what the fuck? Lay off the fucking self-tanner, Veronica, okay? Oh, did I tell you I already did my eyebrows? It's pretty obvious, but I already did my eyebrows off camera because I was on the telephone. So I just went out and got this. If y'all remember from my what's that word? Declutter from my concealer declutter. I decluttered my Maybelline Instant Age Rewinds because they were like 3 or 4 years old. So I was like, I probably shouldn't put this on my face. Thought somebody was trying to come in here. Anyways, so I went and got a new one. I got neutralizer because I used to use this a lot when I
Violins are bad.
What?
People who will watch Shade of Chucky will get that reference.
I'm not. Okay.
Better not edit that out.
Better not edit that out, he says. Okay. I have no clue what he just said. Anyway, I really like this stuff. That's what I was basically trying to get at. But I used to use this all the time when I was self-tanning. And I like this concealer because it's not like super high coverage. And like I said, with this look I'm trying to achieve, I'm not doing really super high coverage. I cannot fucking for the life of me find my what's that brand? Japanesque sponge. I always use my Japanesque one. This one's just a beauty blender that's like hella fucking old, but I can't find my Japanesque one anywhere. I don't know if Hoyt took off with it or if it had fell on the floor, but I am not in the state to get up and look, so just laziness. Anyways, yeah, so this has really light coverage. So basically what I've been doing is doing like the lightest coverage with my foundation. And then when it comes to my concealer, that is what I use to like cover up, you know, whatever it is I want to cover up. Because most of like my discoloration and freckles, whatever else, whatever it is, zits, scars, what the fuck ever's up on this face piece is like in this general vicinity. I can't quit looking at the viewfinder because the sun keeps going in and out, and I want to make sure that I feel like my camera's at a really weird angle. I'm just having all kinds of troubles today. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes, this is like where the height of my fuckery is when it comes to my face. Everywhere else it's predominantly clear. I have this zit right here that's been there for like 4 weeks. It won't go away. Driving me crazy. And then once that is blended in, this is usually the point where I would do highlighter. But for some reason, lately, I like this to look a little bit more natural, so I don't want to do like powder highlighter and do like, I'm fucking Tin Man, what's up, representing, you know, I just like to do like a natural, like little, like glowy like thing. So I do my bronzer first, which is usually my Milani Dolce, and this little brush that I got at Myers that just says stippling brush, and it's by Studio Pro. Somebody always asks me whenever I use this brush. I love this freaking bronzer. As light as it looks, it still bronzes me at MAC Face and Body C4 level. Like my face is this color and this still bronzes me. It looks super light, but it also looks very natural. So even though it's not as dark as like when I'm super pasty, I just pile it on, put layers and layers and layers up on my face, and it seems to work out for me. It seems to work really well. You guys, I don't think I told you this, but okay, so here's the deal. I edit my videos with Final Cut Pro, okay? How do I say this without possibly getting arrested? Just kidding, maybe not. I edit my videos with Final Cut Pro. Did I pay for it? No. I may or may not have like really Final Cut Pro, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Catch my drift, Veronica? You catching it? You catching it? Yeah. So, my Mac has been like yelling at me for the past, Jesus, I think what is it? Agave? Is that what it's called? Adobe? Agave? Whatever the stupid Mac update was, the recent Mac update. I don't know what it's called. I'm not like computer savvy like that. But my Mac has been screaming at me like, you need to update, and I always ignore it, right? Well, this time I had decided to not ignore it, and I had decided, okay, I'm tired of seeing this message, so I'm just gonna go ahead and update it. And when I updated it, I lost my fucking Final Cut Pro. I could not get into it. Every time I went to open it, it would say something really weird. I can't remember what it said, but it was something really weird. So I was like, what the fuck? What am I gonna do? So I went and I tried to download it again. And then when I went to download it again, it was like doing the exact same thing because I deleted my old version and put the new version on and did the exact same thing. I'm like, what the fuck? So then, and this has happened over the span of like a week. So I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So I've been watching all these videos and I saw this video where this guy's like, if you have a bootleg version of Final Cut Pro and you updated your Mac and you can't use it now, this is what you do. So I did that, and now I have this weird, like, ancient ass, what is that called when it goes back to like 80s version computer style, you know what I mean? Like the HTML screen. It like goes back to that, and my Final Cut Pro has a big circle with a slash through it. So, it's functional, but I cannot close it out. I cannot restart my computer. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Final Cut Pro is like $300 fucking dollars. So I think what I'm gonna do is, oh, this is Laura Gellar Gilded Honey BT Dubs. This is the highlighter that's like a cream highlighter. I fall in love with this shit. See how it's just like natural? Good thing my cheeks are like all flared up. I don't have to put blush on. That's awesome. Anyway, what I think I'm going to do is possibly when I get my t-shirts out, I'm going to take the money that I make from my t-shirts, which I will talk about in just a sec, and buy a legitimate version of Final Cut Pro. Because every time if like my computer shut down, I can't remember why, but my computer shut down, and I literally had to like look this video up again, go through the process again, and like do all these things and stuff in order to make my Final Cut Pro work. And it still has the circle with the slash through it. It still is like super slow to edit and like do all this stuff. So I'm like, bitch, just break down and fucking buy it. It's $300. So once I get my t-shirts up and running, I think I'm going to use the money from that and actually buy Final Cut Pro. So, good segue into my t-shirts. So I had to reformat my website because y'all know, if you remember, I was waiting for the women's cut t-shirts to come back in stock, and I'd asked you guys, like, should I just like sell this color of women's cuts and then unisex ones, or should I just sell unisex? A lot of you guys were like, just do the unisex. So that's what I'm going to do, but I've had to go back through and like reformat my website to take those other ones off of there, like the option for them off of there, just to make it easier to like navigate around and stuff. And girl, we almost there. Like, I'm thinking I have to, I don't want to say this week just because I may or may not still have to clean my old house out. Yeah, I may or may not still have to go clean my old house out. I know, I've been living here for like 8 months or something crazy like that, almost an entire fucking year, and I still have shit at our old house. My old house, if y'all don't know, was owned by my mother-in-law, and we lived in this big old farmhouse, and then beside that house was another smaller house, and there was a girl living in the smaller house. My mother-in-law wants to move into our neighborhood, so she needs to sell those properties, and we had just been waiting for the other girl to get out to like find another place to live in order to be able to put them up on the market. And since, you know, she was there and like I did not have any like deadlines or anything like that, I had maybe just left a lot of stuff there. So this week Tim was like, will you please go to the old house and like clean it out so we can put it up on the market, because the girl is out now and her house is like all done and clean and everything. So I got to do that this week, and I really wanted to film, so that's why I'm filming today. But I have to do that this week, and it shouldn't take like more than, there's not even that much shit there. It just needs cleaned and like, you know what I mean, like prepared to view by potential buyers, you know? So there's not even that much stuff there. So I'm hoping it shouldn't take more than a day. I'm gonna have Bro help me, so hopefully it'll make it go a little bit faster. So it shouldn't take more than a day. But my website as of now has been like reformatted. I just have to switch that over to the mobile site, and the t-shirts are like all ready and everything's ready to go. I just don't want to start it yet when I have to do this and get this done first. But as soon as that's done, like it's on. Like motherfucking Donkey Kong. Motherfucking Donkey Kong. So next week at the absolute latest, like for real. Next week at the absolute latest. And then once the website's published and the sales go up and you guys get your shirts, then I'm going to start doing videos on showing you guys how to like cut them and do things to them. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited, girl. Who's buying a shirt? Are you, Veronica? Are you buying a shirt? I'm so fucking excited. I have that like, okay, I need to do my makeup. I'm super excited, girl. I'm gonna powder my eyes a little bit. I have that thing where, you know, there's like this like disorder. I don't know if it's a disorder, but it's like this mental thing where I really wish I would stop looking at the viewfinder. Thanks, Veronica. I have this like mental thing where I always feel like, but because I'm fucking nervous, y'all, like really fucking nervous to put the t-shirts up, like real nervous, because y'all are paying money for them and you're getting them and you're using them and you're wearing them, and I as a Capricorn am insanely, like, I'm just an insane perfectionist, right? So I'm super fucking scared and I'm excited, but like I'm just like real scared and nervous. And especially since all that shit went down with Jaclyn Hill and her lipsticks being all moldy and crusty and hairy, I'm like, oh my god. Luckily we're not doing this on like a fucking manufacturing level or anything like that, but because I'm making them all my own, it just makes me so nervous, because I have that thing where I feel like my shit, because I'm a perfectionist, I feel like my stuff is never good enough. Or I have that thing, I keep saying I have that thing where like it's not like you don't think that you deserve it, but I don't know, it's like this self-esteem issue that I have where nothing's ever good enough. Like when I did photography professionally, I didn't do it, what do I want to say? Like I did it professionally, and I did commission jobs and I got paid to do it, but at the same time I felt like I could never call myself a professional photographer, even though I was making money, and I don't know why. And even like now, like with this whole thing, like I never call myself a YouTuber. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. It just makes me feel weird, okay? I don't know why. And even with this, like, I don't know, like any type of anything I do, like with art or with anything that I like make myself and sell, I never call myself a professional. I don't know why. It's fucking weird, girl. I don't know. I'm gonna use my soft clam palette. I'm gonna use soft clam. What color did I use? I think it was it sienna or was it burnt orange? I don't remember. I think it was burnt orange, but I think I'm gonna try sienna today. So I'm super excited about my shirts. I'm just really fucking nervous because I have that thing that I keep saying I have, where I don't think it's going to be good enough, but I hope it is. And I hope you guys like them. I'm so scared. I'm a little scared. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I'm going to go into, or should I do rustic? Which one do I want to do? Look how disgusting and gross my palette is. Like, who comes up on YouTube looking like that? Get your shit together, girl. Should I do burnt? Let's try burnt orange first. We'll mix the two of them. So I'm going to go into burnt orange. Obviously, my favorite color from the palette because it's indented. And I just take a MAC 217 and just, y'all know my dish, y'all know my gig. The easier the better, right? Especially for summer. Maybe once fall hits, I will get back into doing makeup a little bit more in depth. But as for now and as for lately, I just like natural, easy, effortless. Like, you just naturally look like that. You naturally look like you have great skin. Like, your eyes, you look like you're one of those bitches that you see that are like, she doesn't have to do anything to herself. Like, you did a lot to get there, but you don't look like you did. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to look like, girl. That's what I want to look like. So, I'm just taking burnt orange, and I just take like a fluffier brush and go over my lid, which, like I said, I never ever put dark colors on my lid. And then I just do that, and that's like literally it. I just make it really effortless and easy. And I want it to be like super, super blown out, and you know what I mean? And sometimes I'll even do this, like come up in here like that with this small little 217. And I'm just going to take this fluffy brush and pray to little baby Jesus there wasn't nothing on this brush for I just stuck it on my eye right now, right here. And I just really, really blur it out, girl. Blur it out. I always feel like this eye ends up darker than this eye because I have a scar on this eye, and makeup doesn't like attach to this eye as well as it does this eye because of the scar on this eye. But I always feel like this one's darker. I've got to get over myself with that. Okay, and then I take a little brush like this right here, and then I go back into burnt orange, and I just put some down here. I just put it down here. That's all I do. Sometimes I don't even do that. I'll just leave it, you know, like with just the top of my lid with color on it. And a lot of times I'll like stop, you know, right there. But with this, for some reason, I like to go a little bit further in because I'm just going to blend everything like out and together anyways. And I'm also going to put like just a little bit of highlight. Sometimes I don't even highlight it though. I mean, who am I right now without a highlighted inner corner? Are you serious, girl? Like, what kind of fucking YouTuber are you? What kind of YouTuber does a highlighter inner corner? Am I right, ladies? Oh, did I say I take a big giant fluffy brush and blend this out? No, I'm just going crazy. And then I'll tight line with my NYX, keeping it tight. I love this so much. Y'all want to hear like a super crazy funny story? Oh my god, let me tight line first because I'm gonna end up poking myself in the eye because y'all know I'm very animated. So I was up at the Myers the other day, more like last week, but every day is the other day to me. So I was up at the Myers last week, and I don't know what I went there for, to get something, because I ended up in like the pool aisle. Oh, I know what I was looking for. We were getting ready to go to this it's called Winona Lake. It's like over by Lima if you're from my area or whatever. We were getting ready to go to Winona Lake, and I was looking for, we have a canopy that we always take whenever we go to like the beach or whatever. And I was looking for like a screen for it to like block the sun on one side. So I was going into Myers to look for the screen and to get, you know, some like camping supplies and stuff. And I'm walking in, and this dude like pulls around, and he's like looking for a parking spot, and he's like, "What's up, beautiful? You looking good today." First of all, does that ever work for you guys? Is it just me? Does that work for you if a dude is like, "What's up? You look beautiful." Brr, 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 and, you know, spit game or whatever the kids say nowadays. Does that work on you? Because personally, for me, it doth not. It makes me feel fucking weird and awkward. Be a normal person and be like, "Hi, what's your name?" or something. You know what I mean? So anyways, maybe it's just because I'm an old bitch and like I just don't fucks with that shit anymore, and I'm married. But so he comes by, he's like, "What's up, beautiful? You look beautiful today." So me, being the insatiable dork that I am, was like, "I'm doing just fine. how you doing? He's like, I'm doing good. You're looking good today. I was like, thanks. Because I'm married and I honestly have not been hit on by another human being in years. So, because I don't ever leave my house. So, I was like, okay, that was really fucking awkward, right? So, I go into the store. Tell me why dude hunts me down in the fucking store. And when he had driven past me, I thought, okay, this dude looks like he's about 19 years old, right? So he hunts me down. I'm in the fucking camping aisle. I've got like camping supplies in my car. Like, I don't know, it's just, there's like a beach towel in there or something. I'm like, the fuck? So hunts me down. I'm in the fucking camping aisle. Dude comes up to me and my premonitions were accurate. The dude was about 19 fucking years old. So he comes up to me and he's like, hey, what's up? You look good. Blah, blah, blah. And I don't even really recall verbatim what he said, but I was like, thanks. And because I'm fucking awkward. And he's like, can I get a number? I said, I could be your mom. And he's like, how old do you think I am? And I said, probably about 19. And he shakes his head and goes, I said, how old do you think I am? And he goes, looks me up and down and goes, 24. I said, very flattering. Thank you. Thank you for that, because you're my best friend. You just made my day. Thanks for thinking that I'm 24. No, I'm 38. And I have a child that's pretty close to your age. And I'm married. And he goes, so I can't get a number? No, dude. Did you not just hear? I could be your mom. I got a kid your age. And I'm fucking married. Does this ever work for you guys? Does that work for you? Does it? Because it doesn't for me. I felt so incredibly awkward afterwards. I was like, okay. And then the whole time I'm walking around the store, I'm like fucking dodging this dude. Like, oh my God, where is he at? Is he going to come up behind me again? Like, it just makes me feel so fucking awkward. Like, I am not 21 years old no more. Had I been 21 years old, I probably would have gave the motherfucker my number. Probably. Maybe not. He wasn't really my type. But I would have been way more smooth. But I did tell him, thanks for asking. Yeah, I did. I said thanks for asking. Obviously, that doesn't happen to me very often, if you didn't grasp that by the story. Okay, so now I'm gonna put mascara on. I have been using my lash serum again, so my lashes have been like, I'm so excited. Which reminds me, that didn't remind me, but the whole Winona Lake. Excuse me, sir. Could you not squash yourself? He's still naked. I gotta put his collar on. I gave him a bath like a week or two ago and took his collar off, and they look naked without their collars. But it's super cute. I think I'm gonna put their collars back on today. I just like to have them on because it's like an accessory for them at this point, because when we walk them with harnesses and they don't go on a tie out anymore, so they don't really need a collar. But I just think they look cute because they got little spiked collars. Anyways, segueing from shopping for Winona Lake to being at Winona Lake, we went to Winona. It was so nice. It was like really warm out, but it was breezy, so it wasn't like miserable in the shade. It was just a really nice day. Okay, so we go to Winona and we're sitting there, and like Aiden had taken his little friend, so him and his little friend were out swimming, and we're sitting there, and these people had, I feel like I got something in my eye, like an eyelash or something. These people had parked in front of us. Bitch, I forgot my motherfucking inner corner highlight. Okay, let me do that real quick. This is just that Wet n Wild highlighter. I'm just gonna boop, 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 boop. Cause what kind of a YouTuber doesn't wear a fucking inner corner highlight, beach? Ooh, that one got too crazy. I just fucked the whole look up right there. I didn't, but kind of. This is supposed to be matte, damn it. Oh man, I just went too far, girl. I went too far. I did it. My fucking too much gene kicked in. Okay, so anyways, I really like this glowiness, but I'm so used to having so much highlighter on that I feel like I need more, but I don't. Anyway, it's just because I'm on video. It's just because I'm filming. So, before I get into this story, shout out to who the fuck ever's mowing their lawn in my neighborhood right now, because you're ruining my video. Anyway, so if you hear that, it's a lawnmower. We go to Winona, and these people are sitting in front of us, and it's like this entire family, and the kid comes out of the water, and he comes like running up, and he's got something in his hand, and it's like his mom, his dad, his grandma, and there's like an aunt or something. It was like the entire family. And he's like, so check it out. I was like coming down the slide, and I like dove in. I felt something on my foot. So I went and turned around and I grabbed it. And look, real Raybans. Real Raybans. He had found a pair of somebody's sunglasses. And you could tell just by looking at the glasses that they had not been under the water for very long. They were not, because this is a lake. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a pond, but they call it a lake, but whatever. There's sand in the bottom. There's like seaweed and shit. Like you could tell by looking at these, like it probably happened that day. That whoever had lost these glasses had lost these glasses that day. So he's like, real Ray-Bans, blah, 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 blah. Rather than being a good human, and because Ray-Bans are fucking expensive, dude. Like Ray-Bans are like $300. Tim has like 3 pairs of them, and they are fucking pricey, girl. They're like $200 to $300. Okay, rather than, I don't know, going up to the desk and being like, hey, I found some Ray-Bans. Can you make an announcement and see if anybody lost them? Rather than going around or just sit, you know, because it's people everywhere just sitting on the beach, sitting in the grass, sitting on the trees. Rather than being like, hey, did anybody lose any Ray-Bans or no? Rather than doing that, the entire family decides to try these sunglasses on their faces. The entire family passes this pair of sunglasses from person to person to person, and each person tries these sunglasses on, and at that point, rather than going to the front desk, making an announcement to see if anyone lost their Ray-Bans, asking around the campsite to see if anybody lost Ray-Bans, after each member of the family putting them on their face, rather than doing that, the mother proceeds to wear these glasses as her own. Just wear them. Just wear them. Just wear them. And no more, no, I was going to say not, but no more than 5 minutes go by, and a group of girls comes walking like through a little campsite thing in between these people here and us here. Now, mind you, there's about 5 feet of space between this girl and them, and this girl and us. So she's about the same distance from the people who have found the glasses and decided they were going to wear these glasses for the rest of the day and keep them as their own, and us. This girl and her friends comes walking through, and the girl's like, now he's fucking pissed and he wants to leave and he's pissed off and he's blaming it on me and blah blah blah. And the girl's like, what? What's wrong? What's going on? She's like, he's pissed at me because he lost his fucking Ray-Bans. And I know in my heart of hearts those people had heard that, because once she had said that, as she goes to walk to her little campsite, the mom takes the glasses off. She took them off, girl. She only took them off for a few minutes though, and then she put them right back on her face, which is ballsy as fuck, to say the least. So I, of course, I like to put good energy into the world. I was like, should I go tell her that those people just found her sunglasses? And Tim was like, absolutely not. Don't get involved. He's like, don't you get involved. Because he didn't want like some kind of Billy brawl like going on, you know what I mean? He's like, no, keep it to yourself. Leave it alone. Leave it be. Leave it be. And I wanted so bad, because I know what it's like to have something stolen or to lose something that's worth a lot of money. When Aiden was younger, we went to Walmart, just like, we just went to Walmart. And I think he was only probably like 4 or 5 at the time, and he had an iPad. And mind you, let me just say too, that at this point in time, Aiden was only like 4 or 5 years old. Tim had not started buying the business that he's in out yet. He was working as just a painter and making like $11 an hour. I was working at a nursing home making like $8 an hour. Like, we did not have a lot of money, okay? It took a lot for us to get him this iPad, okay? So, we were at Walmart, and I don't remember if Tim thought he left it in a cart. I thought that I remembered seeing him sit it on a shelf to look at juice or something like that. Like, I was like, ooh, look at this. And I remember him sitting it down on a shelf. Whatever the case may be, we went back literally 10 minutes later. Like, we pulled out of the parking lot, started driving down the road, and Aiden was like, where's my iPad? Where's my iPad? It was at that point that we realized, oh fuck, we left it at Walmart. Let's go back and get it. And we're like, oh my God, I hope somebody turned it in. Oh my God. So we asked them. Nobody turned it in. We looked at the cart we had put away. It was not in there. We went to the aisle where I thought that he had set it on the shelf. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't there. You're right. Your inclination is right. It wasn't. So, what we then did was went to Verizon and tried to track it on the Find My iPhone, because we had family sharing and Aiden's iPad was on there. And what they had done was shut the iPad off, so we were not able to track it. Somebody stole our fucking iPad. Somebody stole our iPad, which is shitty AF. And the guy at Verizon, because I was like, dude, we went Walmart, drove out, drove back, looked for it, couldn't find it, went to Verizon. And the dude was like, that's what people do. He said, usually when you lose like an iPhone or an iPad or something like that, they'll shut it off immediately, so that way you can't track it, and they'll wait about 2 or 3 weeks before they turn it back on. And then, after that 2 or 3 weeks has gone by, they'll turn it back on and they'll wipe it clean, and then they'll resell it. I'm like, bullshit. So I know what it feels like to lose something of value or to have something stolen of value, and it's not cool, girl. It's not a good feeling. Like, what the fuck? I was just like, this lady has all the balls to just wear these as her own. I mean, she was not like, sitting in a little campsite covered in an umbrella with a beach towel around her with these sunglasses on. This bitch was walking around the entire thing with these sunglasses on. I was like, what the fuck, dude? That is just not cool. Not cool at all, girl. Not cool. So that's that's about as exciting as my life gets. So, another good, exciting thing though. I mean, you guys probably, don't care because I don't really talk about it that much. But, like I said earlier, Tim, so y'all know Tim, Beeps, Bay, my hubs, my common law, because we're not technically married, but we're pretty much married because we've been together for 15 years. Anyways, my soulmate, my hetero life mate, he, 5 years ago, here's the deal. If you guys were ever curious, I don't even know why I'm telling you this because probably nobody gives a fuck, but if you guys were ever curious as to what Tim does, his dad and his uncle, so his dad and his two uncles owned a painting business together. They paint nursing homes, they paint hospitals, they do a lot of commercial painting, not a lot of residential stuff like houses and things like that. They do a lot of commercial things. Like they did Airstream, which is, you know, those campers that are like, they look like those old 70s campers and they look like tin cans. They're like all silver and they just look like they should be called Airstream. Like they look like they just get all the wind velocity, like, you know, do you know what I mean? Maybe I'll pop a picture of it if I remember. But anyways, like they did Airstream, like they paint that building. They owned a painting company. So Tim had been working for them since he was like 13 years old. He left for a couple of years when we were younger. He kind of had it out with his uncle because his uncle was the majority owner of that business. And his uncle had brought Tim's dad and his other uncle in. So he had kind of like had it out with his uncle and he left for a couple of years, but he'd been working there since he was like 13. His dad would like take him on the road and stuff like that. He was like the only one of his friends that was, you know, when he was a young teenager that had a job and blah, blah, blah. Tim is like a really hard worker. He's been working all of his life. So 5 years ago, his uncle decides that he wants to sell the business, and he's told Tim over the years, like, if I ever get rid of this, I want to keep it in the family. But it was never I'm going to give this to you, which is, you know, what a lot of people around us assume, that he was just given this, and he wasn't. God damn, it is taking a long time to put my mascara on, is it not? Okay, continuing on. So 5 years ago, him and their estimator at the time decided to do a buyout. So they decided that they were going to buy the business from his uncle and his dad for $750,000, which would give them the business, all the supplies, and the name behind the business. 5 years ago, Friday, is when they did that. So this Friday, he will have the business paid off. I mean, they were paying like his uncle and his dad like $5,000 or $6,000 a week out of the business. A week, girl, like $5,000 or $6,000 a week. So now the business not only is going to be officially theirs, and he has a partner too. Like the estimator guy Tim owns 50% of the business, and he split with Eric, who's the estimator. Eric has 40% of the business. And he did that because he wanted Eric to stay with him. So he offered him 40% because it was all, the ball was in Tim's court, basically, when it came to like buying it. So if he wanted to, he, you know, could have offered him 10% or whatever, but he just wanted to make it as even as possible, but still own the majority of the company. So this weekend, we are going to have, ow, my elbow. We are going to have a celebration. We're going to go watch one of Tim's friends' bands and drink loads of alcohol, which we never do. And it's probably going to be miserable. No, it's going to be a fun time, but I'll be miserable because I have forming ulcers in my stomach. And every time I drink, I pay for it. Days later, for days, I pay for that shit. But anyway, I'm super excited. I'm so proud of Tim because they have taken this business and like just climbed mountains with it. I mean, it is making more money than it's ever made. Like, they do so good. He's doing so good. I'm so proud of him. I just love him so much. He's my soulmate. Okay, I think I'm done with the mascara. The mascara's done. We need to dial it back a little bit. So, but do you see though? My lashes are like getting so long from that lash serum. Oh, I got mascara on my eye, I think. Is that mascara or is that my lash? I think it's my lash. Oh, now it's going down there. Because I never set my under eyes. Sometimes even my mascara for my top lock, oh wow. Lash. I'm a lash. Okay, even even the mascara from my top lashes will transfer to my bottom lashes, especially during summertime because I'm all hot and sweaty and shit. And especially this summer in Ohio, those of you, I know there's a couple of you guys from Ohio, has it not been like crazy fucking hot? I love it though. Love it. Okay. For my lips, I'm probably just going to do the Huge, which is Glossy Fawn by Loreal. The L'Oreal, I don't even know what these are called. Glossy Bombs. Color Reshine. God, I love these so fucking much. So much, y'all. I love them so much. The color Glossy Fawn is like, it's basically like my lips, so I can just really just smear it everywhere. Please don't tell me there is another man setting up camp across the street. Like, are they fixing this gas line again? I thought it was done because I got to go outside and film my landscape. Anyways, I can just like smear it. Just smear it all over and you can't even tell. Look, it just looks kind of normal. Do a little this, do a little that. I think I want it just a little bit brighter, so I'm going to take this Anastasia gloss and put it on top of it. I don't know what this is. It's an Anastasia gloss. I'm not really sure what it is. There's no name on it anywhere. There's no sticker. So I'm just going to take this and kind of go over the top of it with these. I like to really like do this like right here and you really rub it on my cupid's bow just like this. And then it makes my lips look so much bigger. Bitch, you better not. Oh, he's got a shovel. Is he really going to be out there all day? Can you guys hear that? It's another backhoe. Oh, you cocksucker. I'm going to go then. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to go then. Now, there's the backhoe in my neighbor's yard and they're digging stuff, so hopefully I can film this next video. If not, I'll do it tomorrow or something. God damn it. It sucks. Maybe I'll try to voice it over. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, I don't think I asked you guys anything. Did I? If I did, answer it in the comments or whatever. I'm super excited about the t-shirts. I cannot wait. I'm so fucking nervous. Like, it makes me very anxious to like think about it. To think about like the actual boom, 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 tanga, langa, boom, boom, boom. Oh, it makes me so nervous to like, as soon as it happens, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I get it. No, I won't. I will. I might. I don't know. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna cut the video off because goddamn, I cannot outro to save my life. So I hope you guys have a good day. Say what's up in the comments or something, girl, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Peace.